We all get exposed to chemicals, and for some, it's a big deal, and for some, it is not. Chemicals fall into two general categories: things that we can biotransform and things that we cannot. Biotransform meaning it goes through your liver pathways, it becomes water soluble, and we rid it of the body. One of the major reasons that chemicals are problematic is because they can bind to things like DNA or certain proteins and actually deplete our antioxidant levels. And when these chemicals bind to a protein, it actually changes the structure of that protein and it becomes a new antigen. The immune system now says, hey, we've never seen that before. It must be a foreign invader. Let's tag it with an antibody to alert the immune system to come and kill it. Within healthcare, there's this huge focus on heavy metals, but for some reason, not much on all the other chemicals, even though all of these other chemicals can directly activate autoimmunity. Let me tell you what I mean. We have what's called chemical load and chemical immune reactivity. Chemical load simply means that the levels of a certain chemical are increasing within your body, which may or may not lead to immune system involvement and ultimately provoke an autoimmune disease. Your immune system cannot develop antibodies to chemicals. It can only develop antibodies to proteins. So this is where chemical immune reactivity comes into play, because some chemicals have a tendency to bind to proteins within the body, which then changes the shape of that protein and leads to the immune system creating antibodies towards that protein. And when this happens, there will always be immune system involvement. Why this is important? Because you can have a trace level of a chemical that could make its way into your body, bind to a protein, cause an immune reaction, and it has nothing to do with load or how much of that chemical is actually within your body. So it's not just about chemical exposure, it's the chemical exposure plus your own genetic susceptibility. If a chemical makes it into your body and your liver can biotransform it out, everything should be hunky dory. These would be things like pesticides, solvents, plastics like BPA, medications, air pollutants. And the solution is pretty simple, in theory at least. Reduce your exposure to that toxin and improve your detox pathways. So don't heat food in plastic containers. If you absolutely have to have your Starbucks coffee in the morning, take the lid off of it or use a metal cup. Think about it. The lid of those cups are made out of what? They're made out of plastic. So now as you sip your hot beverage through that plastic lid, you're leaching the BPA from that lid right into your mouth. Other things, don't be around cigarette smoke. There are glues within carpets that some people with autoimmunity will react to. I actually just moved into a new office, and when building it out, I made the decision that I wanted hardwood throughout the entire office. No carpet. Why? Because I work with a lot of autoimmune patients, and I personally feel that it would be careless of me to use carpet within my office since I'm now aware that some autoimmune patients have reactions to the glues within carpets. Now, if you have carpets, just make sure that you vacuum it very regularly. Same goes with scents and perfumes. I just had a patient the other day tell me that she can't walk down the laundry detergent aisle in the supermarket because it makes her feel way worse. So, guess what? I don't wear cologne to work, or I don't use scented laundry detergent. If you know, or maybe just have a feeling that chemicals are problematic for you, I've created a whole guide that you can download for free on my website. I'll put the link below. This guide will walk you through all the major environmental chemicals that we're pretty much exposed to almost every day and things that you can do to mitigate their effects.